Hello Libra, welcome to my channel, Irish Donna Tarot. My name is Donna Wilder-Hart. All my professional credentials are in the box below, as well as information on how to book a personal reading at a discounted price. So the discount is already included in the pricing. This is a reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus of Libra. And this is a Will My Ex Return, which is the first video in 4 videos of love readings for the month of March. So we're going to get started. This is a general reading. It will not and cannot resonate with everyone. I kindly ask that to treat this like a dress. If it doesn't fit, you know, go look at the playlist and choose your moon, rising, or Venus. But, you know, I ask that, you know, as with all YouTube creators, we are here spending a lot of money to create free content. We do ask that you respectfully, you know, just honor that if it's not your reading, you let it go and don't try to make it fit so that it's uncomfortable and makes us all unhappy. So let's take a look and see Libra, beautiful Libra, Venus ruled and Saturn ruled Libra. What do you have in the Ex Return energy field? Look at that, 2 of Cups, beautiful, beautiful energy. You know, virtually the bride and groom standing in the Rider-Waite deck. You know, that is really beautiful energy. So it shows that before you had this break or difficulty in your relationship, it shows that you really deeply loved each other. Very deep love. Let's see what the current energy is between the 2 of you. Oops, daisy, lots and lots of cards going all over the place. I'm going to just turn those back over. Very messy. Too messy, too many. Okay. So when we do this reading, we put out the 9 to 10 card spread, then we do the clarifiers, then we do romance, Lover's Oracle, and then, most importantly, what your lover would say to you if they had the courage to say it. All right. King of Coins energy. Ooh, mutual energy is a King of Coins. Something to build upon, something to write home about, something to build a legacy, an energy of deep loving, caring, nurturing, very protective energy, very fiercely loving, very loyal. That is our Taurus King. Okay. And we have the 2 of Cups energy is Cancerian energy, and our 6 of Swords energy is Aquarius energy. Now this energy, how your person sees the 2 of you moving forward or sees the situation, is that most likely, I interpret this to be, and we'll clarify everything that needs to be clarified, that you are probably in separation right now. That, you know, this is indeed, quote unquote, an ex return. Reading to see if you'll come back together. The 6 of Swords says that one of you felt forced to leave. Aquarius energy, air sign energy. I would say it's more likely you, Libra, unless your partner is also an air sign. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. How they view you. They view you as a person who has possibly left them in the cold. This is an interesting card because you have to read it both ways. And it's true of all the cards. They feel as though you left them in the cold, but they also feel as though by leaving the relationship, you're both feeling very, very lonely, very desolate. They also think that you had a negative attitude about what the relationship held. They think that you didn't value it enough. They understand that your viewpoint is very different from theirs and that, you know, the issues were different than they see it, but this is a very sad card. They see you as sad. They feel sad. You know, it's a card of sort of misery. All right. How they feel in their heart space. Ooh, look at that. They see so much value in this relationship that they felt as though you were like, if there were 3 levels of learning, novice, journeyman, and or apprentice, journeyman, and master, they felt like you were 80% of the way there, which in their book was really darn good. You felt like you were like, well, I don't know if this is ever going to work, and that's why you appear to have left, okay? So how does your person see the two of you moving forward, or reconciling, I should say? Do they see reconciliation? Oh, Eight of Wands. They passionately want you back. It looks as though they've tried to reach out to you too. This would be getting a lot of text messages. This would be a lot of pursuit on your person's part. Like, please talk to me. Don't shut me out. This is like, please, I'm knocking at your door. Don't leave me out in the cold. Please, please. So there's sort of this mentality. Now this person with the Eight of Wands, you know, what we're looking at with the Eight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. So Sagittarius are not really going to show you that, right? They're going to be, oh, you know, they're going to try to tease you and cajole you and maybe get you to laugh at something. But it does look like there is communication, I feel, some of the time. Going forward there may be, but it does look like for the most part you may have turned your back and blocked them for now. Oh, the mutual energy. Look at this card, the Ten of Cups. We're in the time of Pisces. Piscean energy. This is a dream love for both of you. What is the advice of the tarot going forward? Well, work on it. That is the Knight of Wands. Enjoy some passion. Lighten up a little bit. Don't be so in your head. This is really saying physical fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, both matter. And that, you know, that you really do have to look at the fact that the physical and the emotional fulfillment were very, very high in this relationship. Okay, so let's see what's going to actually happen in this week. Now, this relationship could work out over the next 6 months. The readings are going to be the Devil card. Okay, so it does. When I get the Devil card, it's a funny card because we always talk about toxicity. I always feel like what the Devil card tells me is that someone's chained or bogged down by something that is very heavy. So oftentimes I will say to a client when I see the Devil card, has your person ever accused you, Libra, for instance? That's what I would say. Has your person ever accused you of being controlling? And oftentimes I hear a yes, but a lot of times I hear, oh, gee, they're the controlling one, which is absolutely likely to be the case also. So what I see is control issues and who's right, not what's right. This sort of ongoing undercurrent of argument is really detrimental to relationships. And it shows it's like being in a deadlock. Can't live with them, can't live without them, feeling so much in pain. And yet when things are going well, feeling like it's the best relationship that you've ever had. You know, these cards, I mean, they're powerful. Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. Those are two of the happiest cards in relationship in the deck. Okay. The Strength card is your advice, you know, for how to deal with this emotionally. The Strength card is telling me that it's a Leo energy, and it says that no matter what you do, you can try to run and hide from this relationship all you want. And you see in the background that the love is still there and wild horses cannot keep you apart. So I would caution you to be very careful about this, because this also represents that this could be the love that got away. And people talk about that in such tragic terms. We experience it in very, very tragic terms, okay? So let's go ahead and look and see more what the underlying issues were. Happily, I'm not seeing anything that is insurmountable at this point in the reading, okay? So the Devil card is most likely to be the insurmountable situation. And that is just holding on to thoughts, ideas, and, you know, toxic energies and ideas that hurt you. Why is the Two of Cups here for our beautiful Libras? Okay, movement went too slowly. Okay, it shows that you were not growing fast enough, and there was too much emphasis on sexuality, even though the sex was off the charts. Hello, boom, boom. Okay. It also shows that, you know, for many of you, you may have a fire sign involvement in the process that didn't acknowledge the other important parts of the relationship. Cancerian energy, you know, this is the Aries. This is the Aries Queen. Okay. So the King of Coins is clarified by the Chariot card. Wow, I like that energy. That is the current energy. So somebody's coming in. So your lover is coming in. Your lover's coming in. The Chariot card is there. They see that they don't want to live without you. When you look at this Chariot card, 2 are 1. So we might be looking at a twin flame situation. We're definitely looking at a soulmate version of the Chariot card. It basically says, you know, look at, you know, for us to, we can't even be apart. That's what that card says. You can't be apart and be happy. It is counterintuitive that as a practical matter, that both of you really want to solve the problems and make this, you know, help this move forward. It does show the 6 of Swords is clarified by the 4 of Swords, taking time out. That's advisable. You know, before you nuke anything, you know, it's really advisable to take time for yourself. Both of you want a new beginning. Both of you want it. It shows that you really would like to have that. And I want to ask the cards, what made you leave? What made you leave? It didn't move fast enough. Too much emphasis on passion, feeling very joined at the hip. Okay. World card. Well, you felt as though the relationship had gone the distance. You didn't think it could go any further. You felt, Libra, that it just had limitations inherent in the situation and that you weren't going to get what you wanted. All right. The High Priestess, you intuitively knew it. You were using your intuition. Yep, here we go. 6 of Swords again. Now, this one fell out in the reverse. So it does show that if your opinion changed, that you would likely go back into the relationship after having left it. All right. Ooh, that's interesting information. All right. So let's see. Why is the 5 of Coins here? Why is the 5 of Coins here for our beautiful Libras? 5 of Coins. Movement of Cups, an offer of love coming in to warm your heart, to warm your cold, frigid skin, to warm you. So it shows that that's what you need, and I am getting that you were going to have that. So it is a time of Pisces. So, you know, whenever we get the Knight of Cups, or excuse me, yes, the Knight of Cups, we do have Pisces energy. So it looks as though timing-wise with the astrology, an offer could be made. Now it shows that you're very likely to turn your back on any offer that's made. Wow, okay. Why is that? Why would Libra turn their back on any offer that is made? Why? 9 of Swords. Ooh. 9 of Swords is very close to a full-blown betrayal. That means that you felt some betrayal emotionally. So this person may not have been giving you, by giving you Knight of Cups energy. Knight of Cups energy, I love the Knight of Cups. It is very sweet, but that's also the Knight that can be very inconsistent. That's not so much player energy as somebody who is flaky. Like, well, hello, I love you with all my heart, and let's go to Paris, and, you know, let's elope, and, oh, you know, live in the countryside in France, and the next day you're supposed to meet for dinner, and you totally blow the person off because you forgot, okay? So not you necessarily, Libra, but your partner. Could be a water sign energy, though. I think you might be dealing with a water sign energy, which makes for a big requirement to adjust in ways that are uncomfortable. It does show beautiful Spirit of Pentacles, Spirit of Pentacles. That is the King of Pentacles, nurturing energy. That's what you need. You need some grounded energy, Libra. You're an air sign, and you do need grounded energy. That was what was missing before. You need somebody who's just rock solid. You need to know that if they say that they're showing up at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon for a date, that they're there at 3:59, preferably with flowers in their hand, but you're not that picky. I mean, you're pretty reasonable. Yeah. They were in too much of a hurry to stop for flowers because they want to make love before your date. Okay. Again, I'm getting that twin flame energy, really beautiful energy. Oh, I love this. This card is the highest love card in all the tarot decks that I own, which are numerous. I don't even know what the count is. And this is the only deck that puts love at the highest level. It's higher than the World card by 1. It's a number 22. It's 1111. It's twin flame energy. Okay. The 8 of Coins, manifestation. Look at that. Your person loves you above all others, cannot imagine living without you, cannot imagine. This is Cancerian energy. You nurture them, you give to them your beauty, your heart, you give all of that, and they just, there's sort of an obsession here. This is, you know, this is kind of an obsession. And with a twin flame soulmate energy, it's like you can't live with them, can't live without them. Back to that again. All right, the Spirit of Wands. Now we have the King of Wands, Leo energy, coming in and saying, darn it all, I want you. I can't live without you. I cannot live without you. And interestingly enough, the card of Leo is a strength card also. The passion is so good and it's so unique. And your person, the masculine energy here, feels as though they cannot live without it, okay? That your person feels as though, I don't know how to live without you. This is a card that can be very compulsive and very obsessive because, again, wild horses can't keep you apart. This person cannot, they crave you at such a core basic level. Physically, emotionally. Remember that passion is a masculine expression of creativity, okay? For a woman, it's the Empress card. The expression, physical expression of creativity is giving birth to either new ideas intellectually or of the body. And so this is a physical manifestation of passion and love. Your person is just like, please, please, I have to make love with you. All right, so let's look and see. This person's not, you'll go to your graves. Honestly, I'm getting, you'll go to your graves feeling as though you lost the love of your life if you don't give this a go. This is a legacy love. This is a love like you'll never have again. From what I can see. 3 of Wands, this is your ships coming in. This is the manifestation of your soulmate. Okay, why is the 10 of Cups here for our beautiful Libras? You have to make a decision. That's what's going to happen now is a final decision is being called upon by the universe for you to make. 7 of Wands, you're both egotistical, you're both standing your ground, you're not giving way to each other, you're hermiting. This is not helpful, I can tell you that. Make a decision. Trust in this love as best you can. Let's go ahead. I want to see what this card is. I think that's where it's all going to be told. Okay. Lover's card, here we go. We have twin flame, now we have soulmate. All right, okay. So the advice of the Tarot is to make love, to be passionate, to live in a carefree manner for this week, to embrace intellectually that the physical expression of love is every much as valuable as every other expression of love. All right, so that's what the Tarot is advising. And that is the Knight of Wands. That's, you know, we think of it as player energy, but it isn't always. It just says that it's a very important part of your connection. There we go again. 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Here's 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Like just an absolute need. I mean, you guys, the two of you are that couple who, the movie couple. The two of you are the movie couple who open the apartment door and you slam up against the wall in the entryway and you start ripping each other's clothes off. So just saying. Very, very dramatic and very real. There is nothing fake about this energy. It is just not to be denied. Okay. I'm sort of almost, I sort of felt my breath leave my body for a minute, like I had had that experience of like, oh, Okay, so I can feel your energy here. What is the Devil card about? What is the Devil card about in this reading? Why is it here? Why is it here? Why is it here? Why is it here? Why is the Devil card here? You won't let go of each other. It shows that you want a new offer. You won't let go of each other. There may be some sort of legal matter at hand. One of you appears to have had an old legal situation. Okay, for those with whom this resonates, it appears, and this never makes sense to me, but this is what I'm seeing. I mean, it makes sense that I know people do this. It looks as though one of you were married a long time ago and you've left the relationship a long time ago. And it'll be both. This won't be a part of all these reconciliation stories. So somebody needs to get a divorce. It does look like there's been a long time separation. So I'm not seeing this in the classic third party situation where somebody's trying to work on a marriage and they're trying to have a relationship with you. No, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing for those of you with whom this resonates, this person has separated and is at least alone in this relationship. Now, it may have started off when one of you was married, but the Ten of Cups says that to have what you want in this relationship, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Cups, that somebody has to go through a legal process, and that Libra, I think you're standing your ground and saying, well, until it's completely final, I'm not going to see you. And that's Eight of Swords. It is what it is, right? But obviously you should protect yourself and do what you need to. But the Sky Father says that since the Devil is part of this, this is more of a control issue. The Emperor card here is basically somebody's trying to be the boss. And you know, when you were kids, you're driving around in the car and your brother or your sister tells you what to do and you say, you're not the boss of me. That's the energy I'm getting. So there is sort of this dynamic of obsession and compulsion and needing to be together, and yet feeling as though the passion just consumes the two of you and you don't make your way more deeply into the connection. And it also looks like the person who, and we have judgment, so this can be the judgment of divorce, okay? Being alone until the judgment of divorce is final, defending your position. But it doesn't really help you because in this day and age, in the United States anyway, it just shows that this is going to really anger your partner. They're going to really be angry about this because they're going to feel as though you knew the circumstances coming into the situation. So we're at a standoff here. Two people who can't keep their hands off of each other. Two people who are madly in love. Two people who are in disagreement about how this has to be done. Now, obviously, you're going to tell me in the comments below, hopefully, how this came about for you. And I really appreciate it. Sometimes I don't get to your comment the first day or second day or whatever. Sometimes I miss it one every now and then, but not often. I will respond to your comments about your situation. So please, you know, and also if you want to support the channel, for growth, please subscribe, watch the videos in their entirety. If you know, at least listen to them like on the way to work or something. You can plug it into your phone, but listening to it all the way through is really helpful to support the channel. Your person says, I feel damaged, like I lost and I can't do this. I just can't do this. So your person, if you continue, and some of this can be hard to get sort of a little bit of game playing, but I don't think it is. I mean, I think you genuinely both feel how you feel, but it just shows that somebody's going to give up here, and it would be tragic if they did. Okay, so your person feels as though they can't do the conflict is what I'm seeing. They can't do the conflict. They just can't. They want to be stable. This is the Taurus King. All right. Your beauty still moves me. I'm more affected than you know. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. That's why it was slow moving. This person did not make you exclusive soon enough. So Libra, you know, that's fair enough, right? Well, and this person says they're bad at commitment. So that's your devil energy there. The person has commitment issues. Let's look and see what the Lover's Oracle gives you for advice here. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. One more. Okay. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. All right. So I would, you know, my advice here is very much just don't get egocentric about this. The relationship in many ways did not take off and progress as you wanted it to. I do want to look at one more thing for you, and that is, can this person get over their commitment phobia? Can your person get over their commitment phobia? Let's look at Moonology for a fast response to that question. Nothing is set in stone. Well, that's reassuring, right? That's not the card I wanted, Tarot. Moonology, that's not what we wanted to see. Nothing is set in stone. So the good news is that this person can, when they're motivated by passion enough to do it, they can do it. And it's time to release negativity. So release your bad attitude. Release the attitude that you think. What I'm getting here is that there's almost sort of a punishing type attitude that's coming into play in the reading that says, well, you know what, these are my standards, I'm standing in my power, and that's very honorable, and I commend you, Libra. The cards are seeing this a little bit differently than you by saying, look, this is a love of a lifetime, you may want to reconsider this, and if you don't, you may have a loss of something that you can't replace. So releasing negativity is really about trying to look at things from a different perspective. Libra, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you. Bye-bye.